Hey, we back with another banger video. Hey, make sure y'all get y'all some water or whatever it is y'all do when y'all watch my videos. Come and rock with your boy. Also, if you're not in that membership, make sure you join that membership. I'll upload additional content over there. I also teach people how to grow on YouTube. So if that's what you want to do with your life, that's some good value over there. You know what I mean? And also, there's some other stuff only the members know about. But hey, join that. But hey, I ain't gonna hold y'all for too much longer. Let's get to the video.
Some guy got tricked into doing a gender change.
I heard about
you
this.
did?
Yeah, that's
you did?
crazy.
Bro, the guy, I forgot his name, but there was two guys in India, and then they were like confessing like feelings for each other on the bench, and one guy was like, "Oh no, brother, I don't roll like that, like
Yeah.
blah blah blah, like we can just be friends, right?" The other guy, he's like, "Okay, this is how I'm gonna do it, right?" So he tells the guy, "Oh, you have something medically wrong with you. Let's go get checked up," right? The guy goes get checked up. They sedate him, and then oh my god, I don't know if you've seen the video of the actual guy waking
No,
up.
I didn't see the video.
Bro.
Before continuing, I wanted to warn you guys. People have reported that spied on by a. This can appear on your phone at con then on more.
His sedation or whatever it's called, he removes the blanket, and obviously his guy genitals are gone, and it's now a woman's genitals.
Oh my God, that's actually
he
messed up.
removed the blanket. In the video, he's crying. Fam,
Oh
like,
my
what the
God,
fuck is
bro.
going on? Like, what did I agree to? And it makes it worse. I don't know if you know the full story.
No.
The guy that set this up comes in with flowers and says, "Oh, we can be a relationship now.
Oh my God, yeah.
Will you marry me?"
Because he wanted him.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's so crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
So he tricked Buddy into getting the whole gender change because that's crazy, and that's a true story.
To get on here and share one of my stories as far as a supernatural experience that I've had. I've had multiple supernatural experiences ever since I was a kid. And I've even started hearing the Lord's voice when I was about 10, 11 years old. But one of the supernatural experiences that I had was when I was a teenager. We had this crump dance ministry in the streets that we had. We would throw a dance session every Friday in the streets, and we utilized that as a tool for ministry. But we just really wanted to create a positive environment for people to go to not be able to go to the club or go out partying and whatnot, just where they come out, dance, and enjoy just fellowship in the Lord's presence. And so there was one night we were dancing and whatnot, and it was me, my ex-girlfriend, who's my son's mom, one of my best friends, and I believe there was someone else, but I think it was just us. And we ended up going to a gas station that was right around the corner. We just got done with the session, so we're all hype, and we went to the gas station. And I know this gas station, like, for sure. I'm over there all the time. One of my other friends is right behind his parents' house. So we pull up to the gas station, completely pitch black over there. Like, the power had went out. And it was completely pitch black. There were no cars. The gas station wasn't even open, which was actually weird around that time for it not to be open. It was closed around like 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Usually those ones aren't closed until later on, or they're honestly open all the time. But it was weird for it to be closed at 9:30 or 10 o'clock. So I'm like, all right, whatever. We pull up, getting ready to pump the gas, pumping the gas. And then literally out of nowhere, this guy ends up coming literally out of nowhere. And he ends up walking. And we're like, oh, that's kind of weird. And he's walking, but he's walking towards the car. And I'm waiting to see, like, if he walks past the car. And then he comes up. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. My homie's sitting in the back. My ex, she's sitting right in the front in the driver's seat. And he comes up, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, he comes up and he's just kind of like smiling. He has like this very evil type of smile. This white word, like pure, his teeth were pure white. And so I'm getting ready to get out of the car, like, hey, yo, do we have a problem? And pretty much my homie's like, no, Steve, don't get up out that car. Don't get out of that car. And I'm like, man, what's up? And he said, hold on, like, this was something really off about it. And then I looked at him, and his eyes were pitch black. Where the white part was supposed to be, pitch black. Eyes are pitch black. And his skin was like pale, but kind of like you know how in Twilight their skin was like kind of like glittery. It shined a little bit. His skin was pale, and it was glittery. And he had sharp, like these teeth were a little bit sharp, and eyes pitch black. And then he started smiling, and he started pointing at his heart to my son's mom. And he was pointing at his heart. And I was like, oh man, this is crazy. And so we were just like kind of freaked out. And they seen this. And right before we pulled off, he pulled like a cigarette out of his pocket, and it wasn't lit at all. There was no smoke, nothing at all. It was not lit. He put it towards his lip, and it was a cigarette. He put it towards his lip, and it lit up, and it like it got like lit on fire, and the smoke started coming from it. And that's why I was like, oh no, let's get up out of here. That was one of my experiences as far as with the I would say the manifestation of a demon. And
that was definitely
one of my supernatural experiences. Like, I've had a lot of supernatural experiences, but pretty much it was crazy. And pretty much what he was saying, that he was coming after her heart. And I wanted to share that with you guys, to let you guys know that the supernatural is real.
Yes.
And this is just one of many stories. I've got plenty that I want to share with you guys, as far as like having the supernatural happen in our daily lives.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we not see it. On the good side and also on the bad side. But I wanted to share that with you guys just as a story and testimony, that to be aware, that when Jesus said that to be aware, to pray and be aware, that he really wants you to be aware as far as your surroundings in regards to the supernatural and the spiritual.
Yeah, what I've been trying to that's what I've been trying to tell you guys. The Bible is a very spiritual book. A lot of pastors then made it more practical than spiritual, when it's really a spiritual book. People don't even know that. It's very spiritual. It's a spiritual book.
I know I'm about to sound crazy, but here's the truth. Last night, my husband and I and my kids were followed by a drone the size of a car. And I have nothing to be able to explain or reason why. Like, none. But we were driving home after seeing my dad for New Year's Eve, and as we're driving, I see this hovercraft floating, and it's big. And the back of it had like a little tail, and at first I was like, oh, it's an airplane, because it's like the red little tail. Like, it almost looks like, you know, American Airlines or something, or Delta for their little tail. And then it turned, and there was a giant white bright light on the front of it, and it turned. It looked like a searchlight. And again, I have no explanation. I am searching in my database. There is nothing I can say in my mind to be like, this is rational, or this sounds fine, or whatever. No, I know it sounds effing crazy, and I got very little video of it, and I'm going to be uploading the videos, because it happened right after my husband saw a bunch of drones in the sky, but they were much higher, and we watched them ascend, and then this giant one shows up. I don't know what to tell you guys. I have nothing. It happened, and then once we got home, it flew off.
Hey, tell you about the time I saw a mermaid, dog. Like, real shit. I'ma say March of 2016. Me and my wife, you know, we decided to go jet skiing. You know, while the kids was in school, you know, have us a little date. And hey,
there's a reason.
I know they real, but you know the crazy thing, they always around dolphins like Gerald. What if dolphins are the mermaids and they like transform? You know what I'm saying? Because they did make it, I think it's like a law, you can't speak to dolphins or something. I think that's true. That's a thing. That's wild, man.
Need to pay attention when they're saying Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He's a trillionaire and he's the king of AI and a lot of digital things that control a lot of stuff. If we all don't get this shit together now, if you're low on funds, this man could be so important to you in the future. He's telling you, you're not gonna need a job, you're not gonna have to do nothing, you're not like, but Bill Gates is still here growing your fruits and making everything GMO and all this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's too many movies and video games to show you, like, you may have to be half cyborg, you may have to have certain robots in your house requirement, you might have to get that neural link, you might have to do a bunch of stuff you don't want to do.
I tell you what, you better not get that neural link. You better not. Listen, if you get that neural link, you're no longer yourself no more. You're theirs. They can program you to do whatever it is they want you to do. You're not yourself. I think that's the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying?
They got her. They got her. Who the heck is this? Who the heck are you, lady? This isn't the same person I remember. I will give you guys about 5 or 10 seconds to guess who this is in the comments section. I'm going to show you a few pictures, and this person is actually unrecognizable to me. Let's try a different angle. You recognize who that is? Look at the hair, look at the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the brows. Tell me if you recognize who this is, because to me, it looks like an entirely different human being. Can somebody please explain to me how we're going from this to this?
Bro, she looked just like B. Simone in that other picture, but that's a crazy transformation.
I know you're going to say a facelift, but look at the brows, look at her eyes, look at her nose, look at her lips, her jaw, her cheeks. Nothing about her is the same anymore. I could not imagine looking at my reflection and seeing a completely different human being than what I've seen in the mirror my entire life. What is going on in Hollywood? Taraji has always had the same face shape, the same dimples, the same smile. She has always looked her original self, but I will admit, in this picture, her eyes are completely jet black. She's giving off a completely different vibe, but still not the same person as we're seeing today. I haven't seen anybody online talking about this, and it's probably because she is a completely different human being and unrecognizable. She is 55 years old, and she looks like Kelly Rowland when she was like 30. What is going on in Hollywood, and how are they doing this? They got her.
I don't know, man. I think they got her. Hey, what y'all, let me know in the comments what y'all think.
Tell me, what's the creepiest experience you ever had in your life and why you still think about it?
So this story took place in Birmingham, Alabama.
I did this specifically because I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. So I'm doing this for you, Janori.
To a different school, so we had moved cribs, and in order to do that, you got to move into their district. So that's what my mom did for me. So let me start with this. I'm the type of dude that can walk in your crib and instantly sense that your crib haunted. I can walk in your crib and be like, oh hell no, I'm out this bit. So we had moved from this apartment in Hoover to this house in Birmingham. And from what I just said, I could walk into a crib and know that that bit haunted. Soon as we pulled up to that bit and I stepped foot on the front door, I looked at my mama like, hell no. But I wanted to go to this school so bad, so I just, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't in my control, goddammit. We had already moved, so shit, I can't be like, mama, let's go back to the apartment. Shit, it's over with now, shit. So I'm the type of dude that's like not really scared of anything. But if you put a spider in front of me, on God, I'm running. I'm out of there.
Well, I gotta say, first thing I gotta say, this man to be from Birmingham, Alabama, do not have a Birmingham accent at all. A lot of people say that about me, but this guy have no trace of a Birmingham accent. So I'm pretty sure he went to the good schools. Because if you talk to my mom, my brothers, or anybody, I'm the only one that that people don't really know him from Birmingham by how I talk. But this guy, he don't sound like he's from Birmingham at all.
I'm talking about Usain Bolt out of there. I don't give a fuck. I don't know what my wife's gonna do when we get a crib. She's gonna have to kill them, because if not, then I'm moving out. So I like to sleep on the left side of my body, like facing out the bed, not in the bed type shit. So I'm asleep, right? It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Something like, wake up. So I'm like, I wake up. So tell me why I wake up and it was a demon. Not the demon that y'all thinking, like the big, tall ass, lanky ass, black shadow demon that you can't see the face. No, this was a regular person with long ass dreads and red eyeballs. Like everything about his eyes was red with fucking black, big ass black fucking pupils, right? But instead of him like being by the door, like giving me some space and shit, I wake up, the motherfucker's right here in my face looking at me like this. I'm talking about dead ass, like right here looking at me like with long ass dreads and red eyes, dude buff as hell. So I'm asleep. You would think my first reaction to be, what the? No, but like I opened my eyes and I couldn't move. So basically I'm just looking at this ass like this and he looking at me like this, just staring. I don't know, I think it messed up somewhere in there, but I wasn't in like a super frozen state to where I just couldn't like move type shit, but I was just like froze. You feel what I'm saying? I was just froze. So next thing you know, bro, the demon like grabbed me off the bed. Like as soon as he touched me though is when I couldn't move no more. Like I was just dead ass like frozen. Like I'm just doing whatever the fuck this motherfucker want me to do at this moment. So he grabbed me off the bed, right? And this nigga starts dragging me through the fucking ground like he was trying to drag me to hell type shit. Like he was like dragging me through the fucking ground. Like dead ass. Like I would never forget this shit. Dude was dragging me through the ground. So at this point, I'm not talking. I can't do nothing. I'm just trying to like lift myself up type shit. Like I'm not going to hell, bitch. So I just said fuck it. Cause at this point he's just dragging me type shit. And like there's nothing I can do. So I just put myself in like a praying position. And I just start saying, Jesus help me. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And like I woke up in like a praying position. That's how I know that I wasn't dreaming. Cause like, why the fuck at 3 o'clock in the morning I'm gonna blink and wake up in a praying position? And I knew that I wasn't up at 3 o'clock in the morning because we had to drive far as shit the next morning to go fucking work out and take a bus back to goddamn school and shit. So I knew damn well that that wasn't a dream type shit. I told my mom that shit, and I swear, like, we was out of that crib in the next 2 weeks. I never want to experience shit else like that again in my life. I don't know why that motherfucker came for me and tried to drag me out of everybody in the house. It was me, my 3 sisters, and my mom, and my stepdad. Why are you trying to drag me? Like, there's other people. Go fuck with them. But yeah, I got straight to the point. That's the story. That shit was scary as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hope nobody got to experience nothing like that. And if you ever get yourself in a situation like that, just call on Jesus. He gonna help.
He ain't lying, but I'm more surprised at his accent than I am the story. I don't think I've ever heard nobody from Birmingham, Alabama with an accent like that. Never. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? There's a lot of crazy stuff that happened in Birmingham. I done seen a lot of crazy stuff. But a demon with dreadlocks? I'm pretty sure the demons in Birmingham, Alabama got dreadlocks. That's how crazy it is. The demons in Birmingham got dreadlocks. That's crazy. But yeah.
Bro, I'm so sick and tired of being in Atlanta. Like, I was literally, I only been working 4 hours to my new job, new location. And look, check this out. Getting in my car, you know what I'm saying? Getting in my car and stuff. Whoop, whoop. Must be the battery. Must be the battery. You think it's the battery? Nah. Let me show you something. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Look, check this out. They took my fucking engine.
No.
They took the fucking engine. And it took them 4 hours to do so. I'm not even mad, bro. I'm just impressed. I'm just impressed how they do that shit, bro. Like, the black man just want to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. You could have just took the damn car and left me the engine. But you took the motherfucking engine.
I think, why didn't they just take the car? Atlanta is a crazy place. Imagine just walking out and your engine going. That is wild to me. That is crazy.
You're not going to believe this. I was walking downtown St. Louis on the sidewalk, mind my own business like I always do. And then the road just collapsed. It was crazy. And then creatures started climbing out of the ground. 7 foot, 8 foot tall creatures, hairy creatures, chasing some smaller creatures through downtown St. Louis. They was running over on the landing. There was like 50 or 60 of them. Then they made it over by the dome over here. Cops pulled up shooting them, chasing down the street. It was total chaos in St. Louis. Creatures running everywhere. There was at least 50 to 100 creatures running all over. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen, scary. Unbelievable. I hope they don't make it over the east side of Caseyville, Illinois. Hope they stay over in St. Louis. But if we got holes in the ground like this Negro right here, they can happen anywhere. I knew that there was something mysterious about the underground in St. Louis. And this proves it. When aliens come out of the ground, they just start running the streets of St. Louis chaos. It's unbelievable. Cops everywhere. You see the cops right there. They were shooting at these aliens, chasing them all over St. Louis. It's crazy. You're not gonna.
Hey, they is underground though. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that's crazy. Why would you think this person would go on there and make a fool of himself as made up? True. I don't know, man.
How did you get involved in all this?
Remember SARS? I worked for the Mart Harler Foundation who discovered it. One of their top scientists, rising star, 6-figure salary, used for private jet. You ever been on private jet? It's nice. I was in Hong Kong when SARS hit. They kept it locked down, but I thought, fuck that, I'm special. So I went in, had a look, found out it didn't exist.
SARS didn't exist?
No. The whole thing was just a series of unconnected respiratory infections. It took me under an hour to discover there was no causal link. So I filed my report, and within a week, I was discredited, research destroyed, fired. Well, I tried speaking up, but everyone thought I'd just gone a bit David Icke.
But people died. SARS was...
Started in November 2002. It lasted precisely 7 months. By summer 2003, it no longer existed. The pandemic affected just 8,422 people and killed 916. Do you know how many people die each year from random respiratory problems? SARS did not exist. Next question. Why did they do it? Answer. I don't fucking know. All I know was within the next few weeks I was embroiled in a sex scandal. Professor Pervert, addicted to coke and prostitutes.
So, did they just set you up?
Yeah. Well, no, I do like cocaine and prostitutes, but they didn't have to tell anyone.
I've never heard of Mart Harler.
No one has. But you've heard of the parent company. Corvette.
Listen, they put it before our eyes, man.
Dunkin' Donuts has now become the latest in the fast food game that has a lot of explaining to do. And why do I say that? Because a guy stopped in to grab a bacon, egg, and cheese. He didn't realize that it was a kosher bacon, egg, and cheese. And when he separated the bacon from the egg in the sandwich, he was in for a little bit of a surprise. Have a look at this video for yourself.
We just went to a Dunkin' Donuts, didn't realize it was kosher. Let me show you the bacon real quick. What the fuck is that?
No way.
What is that is right.
It's stained the fucking cheese.
Stain the cheese.
It smells like fucking dog food.
In all honesty, what does that look like to you? Does that look like bacon to you? Have you ever seen bacon stain cheese? And if you head over to Dunkin' Donuts website, this is exactly what they show you their bacon is supposed to look like. So once again, I ask the question, what the heck is that? So I guess my question to you is, what the heck is going on with Dunkin' Donuts and a lot of these fast food restaurants? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
That looks gross. Wow.
Now, I know I'm not tripping. What that look like? Or something else? Y'all notice on Roku, you know they doing a little demonstration for the soccer stuff. I got something to show y'all. Hold on. Not really, but then look. You know you have to pay attention. Is that who's going to be the last contenders? Hold on. Okay, I also want to point out, look at this. Y'all see, why is all the dragons? What volcano recently erupted? Think about it. Pay attention. Pay attention. And what's this symbol of everything being unplugged? You see what I'm saying? It already said go on to the game. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold 1 second. Here's the dome, right? Y'all see a little Harry Potter thing, but why we got a ninja hanging off right here? Y'all explain this. Then here's one in the bushes. Y'all showing the soccer thing. It don't look like Mercedes-Benz. Of course, y'all know what's gonna do that. But look right here. Explain it to me. Usually, like what's going on? The Leviathan, I keep trying to tell y'all. Okay,
She might be on to something.
My brother tried to record, everything turned off.
A loud explosion. That's what
there was a lot of
everybody in there. Everybody run. All you seen was a bunch of little 14-year-old, like 15-year-old kids.
Out of here, bro. Everything turned off. Everything turned off.
Foot Locker or whatever. Next thing you know, you start hearing all this commotion outside. Sound like firecrackers or something. So, you know what I'm saying? I grab her close. I'm like, yo, we about to get up out of here because I originally thought that they were shooting.
It's crazy because when that mall incident happened, I'm thinking to myself, like, why didn't nobody get it on camera? Why ain't nobody got it on camera? But apparently the cameras didn't work. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of the people speaking out about it.
Next thing I know, it's like crazy. Like we just see all these people running, like old people even move. I'm talking about moving. Next thing you know, real like gunshots start going off. So you know what I'm saying? Like we trying to follow the crowd, get out of there. I look back, no cap, yo, no cap. I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they were solid at the same time. And it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, what? So we start really moving. Next thing you know, we start hearing more gunshots, like these dudes start firing at this. Get outside, mad police, all that. You know what I'm saying? The police is like trying to get all the people that ran out the mall. They like trying to detain these people. They lying, yo. It was all them officers and all that. They was not there because of kids fighting. It was really some like movie going on.
Fitz. I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout. But what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, and our whole family's processing it, but I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird, experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, and my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes, for my nephew. And then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store, just running out in a direction. So, as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and, we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blankie, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3 9-10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. All of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching, not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. It looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And
and then you could see it in its full form, all three of them, and then they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips, but I was about like 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And they're tall, so we all just like looked at them. They were just standing there, and the thing that was a little bit weird, well, it was clearly like observing us. It was sentient, right? Like, or whatever. I mean, I don't know, but it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd, and then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, like kind of like it started like almost glitching again, we all ran. My brother like immediately said, "Yo, let's go." He grabbed me by the shoulder. We bolted out of there. And for anyone that's like saying, where's the footage? Yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Because like when I saw it, I was in complete fear. It was something that I completely froze, man. I don't care if I sound like a bitch about it. Like, I froze. And I don't care who you are. I feel like when you're seeing something paranormal, it's different than when you're seeing a fight. Yeah, you'll probably want to record that and put it on World Star or whatever. When you see something paranormal, that's different. Because your reality, you can't comprehend what you're seeing. A fight, you kind of get it. Two people are fighting. You can comprehend that. Something like this, none of us could comprehend. Your first instinct is like, it ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first instinct is like, I've never seen this before. What is this? Is it gonna hurt me or my family? That was my first number one priority. So if you don't believe me, I get it. It's fine. Like, it is silly. I'm sure that someone had footage from that night.
Sheesh. But like, I haven't seen anything like or heard too many people talk about that situation. It's like it just came and it went. But I don't think those people are lying, man. It's too many people. You know what I mean?
But let's play this clip real quick, Deef, because again, this was released on February 7th, 2020. So over a month before the pandemic started, which was obviously a world-changing event and all that. And Douglas Rushkoff is talking about some very candid conversations he has had with people who I would describe as very separated from the realities of the average person. Let's run it.
Yeah, I was invited to do what I thought was a talk to like bankers or something at a resort. And instead of me going out on stage to do a talk, they brought these 5 guys into the green room who started peppering me with all these questions about the digital future, Bitcoin or Ethereum and augmented reality or virtual reality. I figured it was one of these things where it's just these 5 billionaires looking for, investment strategies from someone who's on the ground in the cyber revolution. And eventually they got around to the question of, Alaska or New Zealand. Right? So they wanted to know mainly how to prepare for the inevitable collapse of society. And the question we spent most of the time on was, how do I maintain control of my security force after the event? Because their money's going to be worthless and these guys will turn on them. And it just struck me that here are the wealthiest and most powerful men I've ever encountered, yet they feel utterly powerless to influence the digital future, that the best they can do is prepare for the inevitable collapse and, insulate themselves from the reality that they're creating by earning money in the way they're earning it. And it was sad, but it was indicative of the way these folks are thinking. The high-level billionaires, like the Elon Musks and Jeff Bezos, they want to get off the planet altogether, really just leave us behind. But the mid-level billionaires who can't afford rocket ships, they want to build, bunkers and secret communities and get robot guards and, and to protect themselves from the rest of us. And they really think that this is where it's going, or at least they're convinced enough that they're putting in 20-30% of their wealth into these survivalist scenarios, and it's a dark place for us to have gotten. Particularly the people who are building the technological infrastructure.
Yeah, and I think your conclusion to that was
So this last part we're going to watch of this right here, this is in a nutshell, to me, just encapsulates the complete separation from reality. And I would argue, at the very least, the basic human decency or straight up lack of humanity that some of, and I'm not labeling all people, some of these elites, seemingly the ones that he's talking with, have of all of us. Let's play it. But let's play.
He don't care.
Of all of us. Let's play it.
I got to play that Paul 4.
Well, if you want to stop your kind of security force basically mutinying, you're going to have to treat them well. Basically, the only things that actually are going to be useful in those environments are things like trust, love, care, and the soft skills, because you can't actually, the money isn't going to help.
Right, and a legacy of doing that. You can't just start when they arrive. I mean, the joke was, I said, if you really want, you want your head of security to protect you, pay for his daughter's bat mitzvah today. And they all laugh because none of their heads of security are Jewish guys with, daughters getting bat mitzvahs. But they understood what I meant. If you paid for someone's daughter's bat mitzvah, then when push comes to shove, it's going to be hard for them to kill you, 20 years later in the shelter, because they'll think, this guy paid for my daughter's bat mitzvah.
All right, pause it right there. Can't just kill him. It's so sad. It is so sad that advice like that needs to be given. But basically, like, yeah, get a little ashtray money and fucking buy off your security guy. Throw him $100,000 so he doesn't kill you in 10 years when the whole world's over. And the fact that these people are thinking that way, and to Douglas's credit, he talked about the only things that would matter in that type of scenario, where he's like, love, trust, lean on each other's safety and things like that. The fact that these people that he's talking with don't even know what that is. Yeah. Those words mean nothing to them. They operate in a world of just this.
That's it.
Easy. You got to live with yourself, man. I wish you all the best. But, don't come to us, the people, literally everyone who's not a billionaire, and tell them how to live their lives, whether that be through dark funding to the government. Don't tell us how wars need to be fought. I say of all of us.
Yeah, man. I think that it just gives you a snapshot of how, like he said, how disconnected these elites are from the world and how wicked they are. But we know this, man. This world is coming to a burning end, and that's why I made this channel, to get people to disconnect from the world. Well, I won't say, no, I'm not going to say all that, but yeah, this is the purpose of my channel now, to get people to disconnect from the world, because we know that we can't put our trust in the world. They've been lying to us. We don't know the truth. We just don't know, and we know how wicked a lot of these elites are. That's why I always give people the opportunity to come into the kingdom that I live in, and that is the kingdom of Jesus Christ. There's a very simple process to come to Jesus Christ. All you have to do is proclaim with your mouth and believe in your heart that he came down here and died for your sins, and you are saved. Now you are translated into the kingdom of God that is from everlasting to everlasting, and you will have everlasting life. So whenever this world comes to an end, guess what? Your world won't come to an end. Your life won't come to an end, because you have everlasting life with the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. The Bible says that Jesus Christ is the only way to the Father. So if you said that prayer, I recommend you find a church, get baptized in the name of Jesus. Also, as soon as you do that, ask Jesus Christ to fill you with his Holy Spirit with the evidence of speaking with other tongues. I'm telling you, your life will never be the same again. But hey, see you guys next video, and always remember, be safe out there, kings and queens. Let's get it.